Big news has now arrived on Gunners. You want to know all the details, so follow me until the end of the video. But first, if you are in love with Arsenal, show your love and subscribe to THE channel now and turn on notifications. Here we post daily news and behind the scenes of the biggest club in THE Premier League, Arsenal. Thank you. Football.London scrutinises the Arsenal players' performances individually in the Premier League clash against AFC Bournemouth, highlighting the impressive displays of Kai Havertz and Bukayo Saka. David Raya, rarely tested in the first half but came through when needed more frequently in the second. It felt like a liberation when Bournemouth's goal was disallowed. 6. Ben White, once again, he surged forward effectively, forming a great partnership with Saka and Odegaard. Defensively solid, especially against the tricky Kluivert. 7. William Saliba rescued Gabriel from tight spots when the Brazilian seemed a bit lax in the first half. He could have even netted a goal that would make any striker proud. 7. Gabriel seemed a bit jittery today, with some careless moments against Solanke that could have been punished. A bit weak for Bournemouth's goal, which should have been defended better. A perfectly good goal disallowed for offside. 5. Takahiro Tomiyasu, another rock-solid performance from Tomiyasu at left-back. His fitness levels seem tailor-made for the rest of the season in that position. 7. Read more, why Jurrien Timber isn't in the Arsenal squad against Bournemouth. Thomas Partey, another impressive outing for the Ghanaian in the midfield anchor role. Dominated aerial duels and had some good shots. However, occasional lapses on the ball. 6. Martin Odegaard, another brilliant display of creativity from the Norwegian. Could have racked up several assists in the first half if Arsenal's forwards were more clinical. 8. Declan Rice, another crucial assist for the Englishman at a pivotal moment. Missed big chances in the first half but made up for it with the decisive late goal. 7. Bukayo Saka, the English international, is thriving towards the end of the season. He kept his composure for the pressure penalty and was outstanding in the first half despite Bournemouth's attempts to unsettle him. 8. Kai Havertz, although his fall for the penalty was weak, his overall performance was sublime. He constantly posed problems for Bournemouth and could have easily found the net on another day. 8. Leandro Trossard, another crucial goal at a crucial phase of the season for the Belgian. Not his best performance, but his contributions this season have been invaluable. 7. Ben White's corner antics against Bournemouth were a topic of conversation this week, with his behavior under scrutiny, but it took a different turn against Bournemouth. Arsenal solidified their position at the top of the Premier League table with a hard-fought victory over AFC Bournemouth. In one of the season's most dominant games, the Gunners squandered many chances in the first half but ultimately secured all 3 points. Bukayo Saka gave the Gunners the lead from the penalty spot after a lengthy VAR check. Leandro Trossard then did enough to seal the deal, firing a shot past Declan Rice, who scored in stoppage time. Despite the game being on TNT Sports, the television cameras failed to capture much. Thankfully, Football.London was on the field to see what the pictures missed. Partey's shout at Gabriel. With the game tied in the first 32 minutes, Arsenal dominated and reached double digits in terms of chances. Bukayo Saka and Leandro Trossard made several attempts, but the Cherries' defense remained strong. At the half-hour mark, however, Bournemouth began to have much more possession when there was a lull in the Gunners' play. Struggling to regain control, Gabriel made a beautiful tackle near the D, but instead of calmly passing the ball to a teammate, he opted for a powerful shot out of play, to the groans of the crowd. Thomas Partey immediately turned and extended his arms to question his teammate's decision. Arsenal needed composure to regain dominance, which happened shortly after with Saka's penalty just before halftime. Arteta pushes boundaries. There has been much focus on Mikel Arteta and his behavior on the sidelines. The Spaniard has already had a touchline ban that saw him in the stands during the 1-0 defeat to Aston Villa. In the second half, fourth official Darren England had to remind the Arsenal manager of his boundaries again. To be fair, he was effectively preventing the Bournemouth player from taking his throw-in. However, Arteta was seen arguing that the player had significantly advanced down the field. He felt strongly enough to take matters into his own hands. All the midweek buzz revolved around Ben White's antics during corner kicks in the North London derby. Rival fans spent some time compiling clips to try to highlight the English international's cheeky interactions with goalkeepers. Several pundits took offense at this, with Graham Souness condemning it and even the official Premier League account posting about it. So, when it came to the clash with the Cherries, all eyes were on the Whites. Unfortunately, though, there was very little to discuss as any corner early in the game received an enthusiastic, "Benny White, White, White" chant from Arsenal fans. He was in different positions on different curves, but less daring this week. Perhaps someone had a word with him.